Huge shout out goes out to our current channel members. If you're interested in gaining a channel membership, then feel free to head over to my channel profile and click the join button. Also, we do have a Ninjago Discord server. It's a great way to communicate with myself and many others. For more details on that, click the very first link at the very top of the description of this video. So hello there everybody, and welcome back on in to the channel here today for a very unannounced, unexpected one. But in today's video, it would appear as though we are slowly starting to get new Ninjago set images for the upcoming sets that are going to be released in, like, actually less than a month. At least everywhere apart from around North America, that is, mostly, for the most part there. So yes, this is exciting stuff. Before progressing, just keep in mind, we do not have all of the entire wave, so stuff like the Ninjago City Markets won't be included. Hopefully those do come out very, very soon. For all I know, they could have already come out by the time I'm uploading this video. Who really knows, depending on my luck here. But for now, we have a few that we're going to be going over. And also, they are quite blurry, as I believe they are some form of preliminary images, which is kind of weird considering, again, it's less than a month until their official release. But still, that is besides the point here. Let's just get through this and share them with all of you as I share my own thoughts. So up first here is some form of villain set. This is like some sort of insane dog-wolf type creature. It's obviously got 4 legs, and I believe Lloyd and maybe even Jay are included in that set. At least that is the word on the street anyway, that weird, like, dark blue minifigure is Jay. Not too sure, obviously can't confirm, as, well, it's quite blurry. We've got a villain there with that leaked sword type piece that you guys can see sticking out there. Now, that's funny, because when I first saw that piece months ago now, I thought that that was a dead giveaway as to those minifigure leaks being fake, but apparently not, as it is actually in this set, so that's very, very interesting, and is just something to keep in mind here. Overall, this set is interesting, looks very skinny and slightly strange, but I mean, it's unique, it's decent, I suppose, what it is. Let's progress through this, though, by moving on to the next image, and this is some sort of mech for one of the upcoming villains. Again, I'm not too sure, I completely forgot what these images actually equate to and correlate to in the form of the actual set names, so this is kind of just new to me. But this mech is interesting. It's relatively small and kind of simple. It's wielding a really oversized staff, which looks awesome. I'm a big fan of this new trend where they give these like mechs and stuff, these really huge, ridiculous swords type staff things. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fun to just have them and hold them in hand, because they scale weirdly well with like a human hand. It's kind of funny. But the colours on this one look decent, definitely getting Cole vibes, although I do not believe this is for Cole, as this seems to be a villain mech again. But it's using that black and like orange gold type colour scheme. I think it looks really cool. The legs maybe leave a little bit to be desired, but overall, you know, it's decent, I suppose. It's nothing terrible by any means at all, but let's move onwards here. As next up, we have this thing. This is probably a 4+ set. I don't really want to spend all that much time on this one just because of that, but it looks okay, I suppose, for what it is. Again, nothing to really, like, judge, to be honest, because, again, this isn't really aimed at people my age. I mean, maybe some of you guys might like it, but ultimately it is aimed at people that are, you know, younger, 4+. So, yeah, this thing isn't really my cup of tea. Not that it ever was supposed to be my cup of tea, so we're just going to be moving on past that. I mean, you know, the vehicles are whatever, I suppose. Again, for a 4+ set, I suppose it's okay. Figures seem to be decent, I suppose. Kind, some sort of villain. Yeah, ultimately, it's whatever, really. There's nothing really else I can say on this one. Moving onwards, though, we have a mech that's caught a lot of people's attention. And personally, I'm not really seeing the hype behind this one. I think it looks quite weird looking. People have been speculating there's going to be a transformation feature with regards to this set. And to be honest, I do understand why. It does definitely give off that vibe. It seems to be coming with Aaron, you know, as shown off by the bottom right there. It's got a small side build, and overall it looks interesting. It looks like it should, like, be able to convert into some sort of strange ship or something along those lines, just looking at the shape of it. Obviously, that isn't confirmed or anything. We don't actually know that for a fact. But, I mean, yeah, it's decent, I do suppose. It's interesting, I will give it that. Next up, I'm not going to spend too much time on this one, because we've already seen a much clearer image for this set, but it is the Bounty, and here we get a better side view of it. As we can see, it kind of looks like it splits up in the middle. It, like, goes all thin for some reason. I'm not sure why. There's probably going to be some sort of feature with regards to that. We don't know as of just yet, but that thing does look very interesting, how it, like, splits into 2 different separate vehicle ship type things. It's very, very interesting, to say the least. But again, there's nothing to really go over on that one, as I'm sure a lot of you are already familiar with the much clearer image we have of it. So let's move onwards, and this is an interesting one. It gives me a Ninja Tuna car vibes, you know, from the Prime Empire wave, that car for Nia. That was interesting. It does definitely resemble that in my opinion, but again, this seems to be something for Zane, as shown off by the like white and blue turquoise type colour scheme there, obviously representing the ice power, Zane's element. This one's interesting, and to me it seems like it's going to be one of those sets that you want to get for the minifigures. We get like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 here. Hopefully they are quite desirable. Obviously, just because of the fact that these images are all quite blurry, we can't really make out what's truly going on here in terms of the figures or anything really. All I can really make out is the fact that there seems to be some sort of like car vehicle type thing for Zane, and the fact that it seems to come with some sort of villain minifigure selection off to the left there. This thing looks interesting. Again, it gives me Ninja Tuna car vibes. Overall, it does look quite... And yeah, that's actually going to cover it for today's video. Again, this isn't the entire set wave, I don't believe. My memory basically is slightly hazy on that, but it doesn't seem to be the full set wave. We are, of course, still missing some absolute gems like the Ninjago City Markets and some of the other bigger sets of the wave. But for now, that's going to cover it for this video here. Overall, to quickly summarise my thoughts, honestly, not the biggest fan so far. They look quite average to me. Maybe that's going to change. Obviously, these are very raw reactions on my end, so stuff could change. But for now, I do have to say I'm not really the biggest fan of these sets so far. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But for now, that is going to cover it for my video here today, talking about some new Ninjago set images. With all of this being said, though, guys, before you do all head out and exit today's video, please do feel free to leave any of your own personal thoughts and opinions on all of this down below in the comments. I would love to hear your own thoughts regarding this. If you did enjoy today's video, please do leave a like on it, subscribe to the Overlord X YouTube channel for more, and hit that notification bell so that you behind the screen there, yes you there, you, can keep up to date on all things Ninjago here on the channel. And with all of this being said, I will catch you all soon for a new video coming soon. Goodbye everybody, see you all very soon.